把之前过一下好了。嗯。
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! It's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
啊，我懵了欸，什么意思？
Incendio. Levioso. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school. Gobstones.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Levioso.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Revelio.
Game's the best one ever!
Revelio. Accio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Accio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Accio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Revelio. Levioso. Incendio. Revelio.
安安18，我刚没看到。
Revelio.
哦，这可以玩一下
Lumos.
Lumos，然后找那只蝴蝶。
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
蝴蝶在哪？
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
找不到蝴蝶。
Revelio.
My family has a lot of money.
算了。
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
下面的某个地方。
May I have my
给大家
gobstones
找一
back?
下。
Of course, they are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
有可能，没关系啊。来看一下。
Revelio.
下面我要继续下去吗？
Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it?
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
再找一次看看啊，从头来。在这边看到镜子吗？我记得他应该在附近才对啊。
Revelio.
Lumos.
还是我要举着怒摸视才看到？不可能啊，线行就可以看到。
All of my convincing finish at Hogwarts. I'd be here on my
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Transfiguration. I switched the writing ink with Fobberwell.
是那个吗？
Lumos. Lumos.
Revelio.
那怎么上去？感觉不是。啊，这应该不是吧？
Revelio.
Lumos.
找到了。
What was that for?
先把支线用好了。
The other girls and I were up all night reading letters from my secret admirer. They're very jealous of me.
Mind where you're going. My house broom will do me fine for a while, I'm sure.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Incendio.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
Incendio. Reparo. Revelio.
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Have you found anything to, prove...
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Made up to that good.
我要去哪取得？哦，哦，在火米村啊。
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
单注魔药、终极魔药和印德古魔药。
What can I do for you today?
干，好贵哦！
A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
现在用好像也太浪费了，可是用一下好了。 好，浪费一波啦。
Dash of powdered bat spleen, I think. Intimidating.
Huh, 有个女的出来一直会翻白眼，是我之前抢她东西啊，还是怎样？
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
多做一点。
Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an...
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
我怎么知道？我都第一次看到了。
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt.
Revelio.
He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you...
Protego! Revelio!
So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone, but he's trusted me. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the undercroft intact. Have a go at those Confringo. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
Reparo.
完了，乱破坏，复原不了。我也可以复原呢。
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. That's it.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced. I swore we'd never live it down. So this day.
This is exactly the type of
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for 8. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the...
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne.
Just let me know when.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Well, meeting a new student will be precise.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in... Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all.
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in
Gringotts? When we...
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of...
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, spend as much time here as you'd like. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Revelio.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to.
Accio.
Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me.
Revelio.
Would you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
啊，找个时间还是要把装备卖一卖，不然太多了。啊，靠背消错，应该卖很多钱。
Lumos. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them!
Revelio.
No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Reparo. Revelio. Lumos.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Revelio.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio. Revelio.
Confringo!
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Capulso. Accio. Capulso. Revelio. Levioso.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself Quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find
Revelio.
plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable...
哎呦，有特性栏位，行尸的伤害，我遇到行尸吗？哦天啊，这帽子好丑哦。
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When spellcrafts are like recipes, they list the ingredients. You should have acquired some for a potion station and...
I did.
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, they can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Why don't you give it a try? You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
好，谢谢你。
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
啊，上厕所。
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
随便放一放。
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
好呗。啊，我刚刚把它花掉了，在哭是不是？ 哎，这是
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
接一下。
Hello? Were you?
I was, yes. Thought you following a treasure map to be precise. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to location.
Following a Hogwarts?
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso.
What have you learned?
Revelio.
I spend the entire day.
Professor, do you have time?
I always have time for my student.
I wondered if I might...
Well, it's been what now? Time does fly because we have fun. An eager, positive, and
Some of the professors may not agree with your...
Well, some in the teaching field believe that if one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones...
And that's why you teach the way...
Precisely. I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed.
Perhaps you wouldn't be...
Had I received a more tradition... Enough about my student days. You are here.
I'll do my best, Professor.
You are most welcome.
Revelio.
My aunt says I should get Poppy.
Says it's good to get out of the castle sometimes.
Revelio.
一个地标在哪里？
Poppy
Revelio.
啊？难道我要下去吗？
Levioso.
Hogwarts hasn't been the same since Black over.
Revelio. Revelio.
Wonder what Kagawa thinks of Quidditch being cancelled.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Revelio. Accio.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
This stairwell looks promising.
Revelio.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now where's the treasure?
Accio.
There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
This is my first year.
Revelio.
It's been ages since I've sent him out.
Made any progress with your treasure?
Hello, Arthur.
Oh, how he shooed me out of there, but...
I found what I believe.
Oh, that seems as though we both... Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
is.
She's right.
Thank you.
Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
Revelio. You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Oh.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And
他跟大佬
portrait
谈话
person
了。
Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful And do not tell anyone where you're going.
How nice to see you. The freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a
冰
heated
冻咒
situation.
哎，
But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
哦，这好多咒语可以用，天哪，感觉我应该要学个那个，多点那个法术的那个栏位，不是这个，这个咒术，对，咒术。
Revelio. Accio.
哎，这边有书哦，酷。哦，等下这太远。哇，哦，行啊。要去解锁一下这些传送点了，那真的太远。
Let's get this over with.
Repulsor.
等一下，等一下，拉手术是什么？忘了。我忘记拉手术什么。哦，对啊，诶，那刚怎么没触发还是怎样？他没有打过勾。啊，不是。
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo!
Hmm.
Revelio. Confringo.
是要快一点的。
That's that. Settled.
Revelio. Cabalso. Incendio. Incendio.
Reducto.
Confringo. Cabalso. Incendio.
Reducto.
Confringo. Gun. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Pathetic. Cabalso. Incendio. Levioso. Cabalso. Incendio. Potato. Revelio.
Stupid one. What was that? You'll have to fight eventually.
Throw that in first year, did ya?
No, too hard.
Stupid one. Accio.
Confringo.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
Reducto. You'll feel that tomorrow. You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
You dead, no one hides from me.
Stupid one. Accio.
And stupid drink.
Protego. Levioso. Confringo.
Nothing more than luck.
Levioso. Stupid one. Incendio. Accio.
Stop sticking around like a... No.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso.
怪怪的。 因为难击中他们呢。
Revelio.
Abandoned long ago.
It isn't your well.
Not stupid one. Stupid one. Accio. Incendio. You made one. I hope you. Stupid one. Accio.
To get my claws?
Stupid one. Accio. Incendio. Stupid one. Incendio.
For more. Now, the lab returns to the wolf.
Levioso. Stupid one.
An inevitable ending.
啊，太多人了。再来试一次。我是想说，这叫什么？哦，拉锁术。再试一次，再试一次。
你。
Accio. Stupid one. Incendio. Confringo. Stupid one.
Avoiding the problem, shall we? I've seen Billy Wix's lost it.
Not going to like this.
Protego. Incendio. I want stupid one.
No.
Stupid. Incendio.
Seems your luck has run out.
Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Protego. Stupid one. Confringo. Stupid one. Incendio. Revelio. Perhaps you ought to give up.
Incendia! Incendia!
Try. Thought you had me there. Ah, you will not survive this.
Incendia!
Oh, it's actually quite... I could do this.
Well, you look like you're trying.
Incendia!
Leviosa! Gringo! Accio! Incendia! Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Protego! Stupid! Confringo! Protego! Stupid! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Eight legs is simply too many. Incendio! Incendio! Confringo!
Intriguing place, Tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Meow.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
Patrolling this area is a waste of my time.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
那教授，你也帮我一下吧，就在旁边看呢。这两个待在一起要怎么弄？哦，有了有了。
Petrificus Totalis.
What was that?
Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Looks like we found the entrance.
Revelio. It's locked. An unlocking charm. Incendio.
No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Revelio. This mess is the fault of time, not goblins.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here. Revelio. Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Revelio. Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Incendio! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy!
These look familiar. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Levioso!
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. More statues.
Hey, hey, hey.
Incendio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Accio. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Accio. I'll never get used to these floors.
真是很实话，怎么样？
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
等我一下，等我一下，把这弄完就去。啊，完了，按错了。 完了，按错。
What a relief.
也太多了吧。
Protego! Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back. I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora.
I will be honest.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.